Hey guys, OgreBarberian here, back for another in-depth look. This time we're going to take a look at Cyborg, Vic Stone. He's got a physical striker gear set, which means he's going to gain a lot of strength. Gains about 30 speed, so he ends up at 106. It's a pretty good crit chance also. So that's something to keep into account when you're going into his build and team comps. So his first ability, as we get into his kit, is Triangulating Blast. Damage to an enemy. Next attack can't miss. Gain 5 crit ups is the legendary upgrade for this. And in the upgrading, he also gains strength ups, up to 3 of them. And they do last for, I think, 1 turn. But this does a pretty good chunk of damage also. So, worth upgrading because you're going to be using it a lot. And then his second ability, Charged Cannon. Heavy damage to an enemy, 30% chance to hit, and it does a butt-ton of damage. I mean, absolutely monstrous amount of damage. And then the upgrade for this is 100% crit damage. So, if you can use his Triangulating Blast, get him those crit ups so that he's going to crit, and then use this, it's going to do a monstrous number. We're talking hundreds of thousands of damage. It is absolutely monstrous. But it has a very low hit chance, which is why you have to use Triangulating Blast before that, so that he can not miss on his next attack. So you're going to want to lead with Triangulating Blast and go into Charge Cannon afterwards. And his third ability is his self buff. It's Overclock. Gain a bunch of speed ups and a chance to gain some strength ups. So this does go up to 4 speed ups and 3 strength ups. And the chance goes up to 50% for the strength ups. Not terrible. And the upgrade for this is gain 50% turn meter, which is absolutely monstrous when you consider he also gained 4 speed ups. So it's definitely a worthwhile upgrade. Very powerful when you're getting that much meter, and then your speed also comes in at around 136 at the end of the day. So worthwhile, pretty good. And then passive ability, 16% chance to gain 1 strength up if Cyborg is buffed. And as we saw, 2 of his 3 moves do buff him. And the chance does go up from 16 to 26%. So he does gain a decent chance to gain a strength up. And then the upgrade for this is gain an additional strength up. So two strength ups for free whenever he gets buffed. Not a bad passive, but I don't know. It's alright overall. Then his team leader ability, all allies have a 30% chance to gain 6% turn meter if buffed. And this does go up to 12% turn meter. And then the legendary upgrade for this is to give it an additional 20% chance. So it makes it a 50% chance for 12% turn meter if they are buffed. So, not a great leader ability, but pretty solid overall. If you're running that sort of a team comp, he's definitely worthwhile. And as you'll see as we get into the team comps here. So we've got Cyborg, Vic Stone as our leader, Power Girl, Etrigan, and Mara. And the idea with this team is that everybody is able to apply buffs to themselves fairly quickly, fairly easily, with non-passive abilities. Mara is there to apply damage immunity and a stack of mends to somebody if they need it. Etrigan and Power Girl just ramp up like crazy, just like Cyborg does. So it is a very ramp-tastic team. Everybody's going to be just ramping out of control very quickly. You've got a mix of damage between physical and special, between Cyborg and Power Girl being physical and Etrigan and Mara being special. So you should be able to eat through most opponents fairly quickly, regardless of their defensive types. Second team I got for you. Steppenwolf lead, Cyborg, Aquamoa, and Killer Croc. And this team uses Steppenwolf as the leader because you kind of want to, abuse the crits. All of them, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Killer Croc, all gain crit ups in their kit. So you're going to be critting quite often. And then, of course, Steppenwolf has the AoE buff to grant hit chance up and crit chance up. So if Steppenwolf uses his hit chance, crit chance up, Cyborg can actually land his charged cannon on turn 1 without using his triangulating blast. So that's pretty nifty. And then Aquaman will be able to call assists, depending. And then Killer Croc's there to just remove buffs if you need to. So, overall, okay team. A lot of crit. I'm not a huge fan of the crit teams, so that's why I'm being a little pessimistic about these. And the last one I got for you is Ares, who again cares about crits, but he also cares about enrages. So we've got Cyborg, Solomon Grundy, and Harley Quinn. And this one, Cyborg and Harley Quinn are going to get Ares more powerful with their crits, and then Solomon Grundy is going to taunt and gain enrage, so that'll get Ares more power that way. So you should be building quite a bit of power on Ares. Cyborg ramps up, Harley ramps up, Solomon Grundy ramps up, so they all ramp up. Again, these are ramp teams that are also crit teams, so they do take a second to get going, but once they are going, they hit incredibly hard. So keep that in mind as you use these teams. But that's all I got for you today. As always, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Enjoy and grind on.